What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Dave Matthews Band. Yes, indeed, how about that? Dave Matthews Band making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-boobidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Vintage Vibes Music, and this was actually one of Vintage's 3 prioritized requests for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Vintage. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Vintage Vibes Music wanted to see me react to this. It is Dave Matthews Band with a live performance. That's going to be important. I'm going to explain why in a second. A live performance of the song Don't Drink the Water. Now, have I heard the song before? You're not going to believe this, but full disclosure, yes. Yes, I have. I've heard this song many times, and I've played the song many times. As a matter of fact, I used to be in a band, and we did this song as a cover, but we called the song Don't Drink the Water from Home. And the reason we did that is we took this song and we took the song Home from Dream Theater and we combined it. We meshed them together because they worked out so well. It was a fun time with that tune. I used to love playing that tune. But full disclosure, yes, I've heard this song before. I'm very, very familiar with it, so unfortunately, I cannot react to the song. Now, having said that, luckily, Vintage sent me a live performance. So, full disclosure, full transparency, not trying to hide anything here. I will not be reacting to the song itself in any way, shape, or form. I know the song, so I'd be lying if I said I'd never heard it before. I will only be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring the live performance, what's going on stage. So, stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, production, showmanship. That's what I'm going to be looking for more than anything else. I will take how well they play the song in a live setting into account slightly. Maybe 2 to 3% of my score will be based on that. But the most of it, the other 97 to 98% is going to be based on what we see, not what we hear. So please keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. This was posted by Dave Matthews Band. Shocking. And the video has 62,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Dave Matthews Band, Don't Drink the Water, live in Europe, 2009. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
that just got some beefy forearm. They just did that big long intro, and then they stopped?
Suck it to him!
Seriously? You did this big long intro, ethereal, you know, build, and then the drummer comes in. It felt right, man. The cymbals with the mallets, a nice big crescendo, downbeat. That would make sense, right? Instead, they just stopped. Are you kidding me? They might as well just, at that point, if you actually stopped, you might as well have just taken the whole intro, crumpled it up, and tossed it in the trash. It was pointless now. It's pointless now. You've got to be kidding me. Did they really stop? Downbeat.
What the hell is going on?
Pointless. The last 2.5 minutes, pointless. Absolutely pointless. You have got to be kidding me. Why bother doing it? Oh, frustrating as all believe. I'm sure right now in the crowd there are a lot of people with questioning looks on their face like, what just happened? Where's the song? You had this intro, big ethereal sounding intro. Where's the song now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 seconds of dead air.
Are you kidding me?
After this, the intro was good. The intro was good. I liked it. I like how the intro was building. You had voices coming in, additional voices, additional layers, growing with the apex, with those cymbals, with the mallets, big crescendo. If you want to let them ring, click, 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 boom, downbeat. Instead, 14 seconds of dead air.
That's pitiful. I mean, it's absolutely pitiful to perform like that.
You have got to be kidding me. I thought Dave Matthews was more intelligent than that when it came to songwriting and performing. I thought there was more common sense than that when it comes to performing. What a missed opportunity. You've got to be kidding me. They got some serious making up to do.
Come out, no use in hiding. What's this you say? Your father's spirit still lives in this space. Well, I will silence you.
Oh boy. Oh man. Okay. Before I go any further,
So we're all gonna go to school right here for a couple of minutes.
I'm sure Dave Matthews fans are already losing their minds on me for daring to criticize their favorite artist. And I always find that amusing. Who do you think you are? What have you done? And blah, blah, blah. Does it matter? Does it matter? Am I not allowed to have an opinion? If you're going to get triggered over my opinion, you really need to find another channel to watch, because this is not the channel for you. Because I say what I think, and I mean what I say, and I have absolutely no problem giving my honest opinion on this channel. Now, having said that, let's get this out of the way. Are they playing the song well? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They are absolutely playing the song well. As far as this song goes, I can say without hesitation, this is my favorite song from Dave Matthews. It absolutely is, without question. This is like I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to come out and say it. I think this is the only song from Dave Matthews that's any business being in my repertoire. I've heard several songs from him. And don't get me wrong, they're good songs. They're really good songs. I got no issue with them whatsoever. This is the only song, though, from Dave Matthews that I actually enjoy listening to. Like, if I was ever to put, if you were to put a gun to my head and say, you have to put one song from Dave Matthews on your playlist, this is the song I would pick. And I wouldn't even have to think about it. I wouldn't hesitate. This is the one song that I would listen to from Dave Matthews on a regular basis. This is it. It's my favorite song from Dave Matthews. And like I said, are they playing the song well? Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're nailing it out of the park. It sounds great. But remember, I'm not taking the song itself into account here. And how well they're playing the song has very little to do with my reaction. Most of my reaction is being based completely on the visual. And ladies and gentlemen, as much as I would be able to love here and say that I love what I'm seeing, I don't. Boring as hell. It is boring to watch. Sleepy here. He's got his eyes closed for like 3/4 of the performance. Looks like he's asleep at the wheel. Never a good look to come up there and sing with your eyes closed, because you're missing a lot of opportunities to make eye contact with people in the crowd, where when you do that, you can make a connection with people in the crowd. The people in the crowd, the same people in the crowd who paid their hard-earned money to come and see Dave Matthews Band. When you go to a concert, do you say, hey, my man, I got tickets to go hear Dave Matthews Band. You want to go hear them with me? No, you don't say that. You say, hey, I got tickets to go see Dave Matthews Band. You want to go see them with me?
That's the fact, Jack. That's a fact, Jack.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what people say. I've never met one person who has tickets to go see a show. I've never met people who have ever had a ticket to go and see the show that ever said, hey, you want to go hear the concert? No, you want to go see the concert. See what I mean? Visual is very important. And going down the checklist of my live prerequisites, have they checked off any of the boxes? Stage presence. Okay, all right. I'll give them that one. Stage presence, yeah, they're there. They're making their presence known, sure. Stage energy, nope. Everybody's standing perfectly still.
You're putting me on.
God. All right, maybe I might check that box, possibly. The bass player is starting to, pick his feet up and rock back and forth. If he keeps that up through the rest of the show, I might give that a check.
We'll see.
Stage interaction. Nope, none, zero, nada. Despite the fact that they are literally standing right next to each other with less than 2 feet of space between each other. No interaction whatsoever. Crowd interaction. Nope, none, zilch, nada. Nobody is interacting with the crowd. Like I said, lead vocalist, eyes closed 3/4 of the time. How can you interact with the crowd when your eyes are closed? You can't. Plain and simple. No, that's a 0. That's a check. That's a 0. No check mark in that box. Showmanship. Please, 0. Zilch. None. Nada. That goes back to tying in with stage energy and stage interaction and crowd interaction. It all ties in together. That's a big 0. Production. Lighting. Yeah, lighting. I'll give that. Their lighting is on point. It fits the mood and tone of the song. And it's designed well, so I'll give that a check. But out of the 5 big ones, they've only checked 1. 1 out of the 5. No, I'm sorry. As much as I would love to say that I'm loving this, I'm not. I don't know if hate is. I don't know if I can say I hate it. I don't know if I can say that. But I definitely dislike it. Strongly dislike it. I love the song. It's my favorite Dave Matthews song of all time, without question. But as far as a visual, which is what this reaction is being based on, purely the visual, based on the visual, I am not impressed at all. As a matter of fact, I am bored out of my mind. And the fact that we had that 2-minute intro that just went completely to waste does not help. Anyway, let's finish this pathetic hoedown.
Hitch, your horse is leaving. Don't miss your boat.
Oh, good, he opened his eyes. And now they're closed again.
Justify to you, only a blind oversight for me.
Yeah, the back row kind of fun to watch.
All I can say to you, my new neighbor, is you must move on, or I will bury you. By this fire, those hands once warmed here, well, I have retired them. I can breathe my own air, and I can sleep more soundly upon these poor souls. I'll build heaven and call it with you all justice, and I live with my greed and need. I live with no mercy. I live with my privilege, and I live with my hatred, and I live with my jealousy. God, I live with the notion I don't need anyone but me. Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water. There's blood in the water. Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water. There's blood.
This is gonna be rough. Oh man, Dave Matthews fans are gonna kill me for what I'm gonna say. They're gonna absolutely kill me. They're gonna want to grab the pitchforks and torches and come after me. I know they are. I just really hope everybody can keep what I say in perspective. And yeah, here's hoping. I don't know. I've never dealt with Dave Matthews fans on the channel, so I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go as far as the comment section goes. I might just turn comments off for this video because I know I'm gonna get hateful comments. I know I am. I don't even know if I want to deal with them. I may just turn the comments off. I don't know. Anyway, let me get my thoughts together. Oh God, this is not going to be pretty. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Dave Matthews Band with a live performance. Keep that in mind. A live performance of the song Don't Drink the Water. This was a request from Vintage Vibes Music. And this was actually one of Vintage's 3 prioritized requests for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Vintage. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. Oh, boy. All right, I got a score here. Oh, man. This is going to be ugly. All right, before I give my score, there's a couple things. And if everybody who is a Dave Matthews fan listens to me very carefully right now, I'm sure it will make more sense. You may not like what I'm going to say, but I think you'll understand why I'm saying it, and you'll understand why I'm giving the score I'm going to give, because I know the song. I love this song. This is like the most rockin' tune that Dave Matthews Band has ever put out. I dig this tune. I love this tune. I've played this tune. I was in a band, like I said, we took this song and we meshed it from home by Dream Theater, and we called it, when we would perform it live, we would call it Don't Drink the Water from Home. And it sounded really good, man. Those two songs, they meshed together so well. And I love this tune. It's hands down, it is my favorite song by Dave Matthews Band, okay? Having said that, I know the song, so I cannot react to the song itself. As much as I would love to, I can't. I would, in all seriousness, this song on its own, I would put up in like the high 7s, low 8s. I dig the hell out of this tune. With the instrumentation and everything, I dig this tune a lot. But I can't take the song into account because I know the song, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and pretend like, oh, I've never heard the song before. Yeah, right. Please. I absolutely have, and it's pretty obvious I have. So I'm not going to lie to you guys, and I'm not going to try to insult your intelligence, okay? I'm not going to do that. Y'all are very smart people, okay? And I'm not going to do that. So I am basing this score completely on the live show, the visuals, stage presence, stage energy, stage interaction, crowd interaction, showmanship, production. This is what I'm looking for, okay? I promise you, if you keep that in mind, the score I'm gonna give is gonna make a lot more sense. You may not like it, and that's fine. You don't have to like it, but you have to. I hope everybody understands that I'm giving this the score I feel it deserves based on the visual, okay? Please keep that in mind before you come at me in the comments.
It's a lot easier getting on than it is getting off. A la Space Mountain. Woo!
Having said that, oh man, I'm gonna regret this. I know I'm gonna regret this. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that live performance, a 2.7. Yeah, 2.7. Look, I don't take any joy or any pleasure in giving out low scores. I don't. But when I feel a video deserves a low score, I'm going to give it. And I'm going to give it with absolutely no apologies. So there you go, a 2.7. And that's exactly what I feel this video deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
A riot is an ugly thing. And I think that it is just about time that we had one!
First things first, 2.7. What does that mean? It's not good, folks. A 2.7 would equate out to a really bad skill rating. So yeah, I think this live performance was really bad. It would get 1 out of 5 stars and a D letter grade. D is in dog. So yeah, a 2.7, really bad skill rating, 1 out of 5 stars and a D letter grade. Now, how did I come up with this score? Oh man. So glad you asked. Like I said, I love the song. I dig this song. I was grooving to the song, absolutely, because I love the heck out of this song. I will say, from a live performance standpoint, they played the song well. They absolutely did. And I really, really, really wish I could take the song into account here. I do, man, but I've never done it before for any other band, and I'm not about to do it now. Not for a song I've played before or heard before I'm not familiar with. So everything here on this score is being based on the visual. Like I said, I'll tell you how much I bumped the score for how well they played the song at the end. All right, evaluation time. That intro, pointless. Absolutely pointless. They could have taken almost 2.5 minutes off the length of this video by just skipping that intro, because it did absolutely nothing for the song. Which is sad, because the intro was nice. It was a great intro, man. It really was. It was in the same key. We were in D, starting out with Dave on the guitar, and then we had voices come in from the left, voices come in from the right, swell ins and outs, and then coming back in and then coming back out while another one came in and out. And we just had this motion of the ocean happening here, man, and it felt really good. And I was like, I like where this is going. I love where this is going. And then we hit the apex when the drummer came in with the mallets on the cymbals, and he rolled up, and we had that big swell, that big crescendo, bringing us up to the apex, to the pinnacle. And then we stopped, and we waited. And we waited. We had this tremendous, wonderful build-up. And wouldn't it have been great if we had had that build-up, and then we hold the build-up, and if the drummer wants to come in with clicks, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, downbeat, right into the song. That would have been great. But we didn't get that, did we? No. We didn't get that. Instead, we had the apex coming up to the very top of the mountain, and then we just bottomed out, completely dropped out for 14 seconds. Dead silence on the stage.
Wow, man, freaked out!
So all that build-up, all that bringing in, and all those swells, and that tremendous cymbal, swell, all for nothing. Absolutely pointless. They might as well have not bothered doing it. God. Anyway, that was a complete and utter waste of time. Then we move on to the song itself. Everybody starts playing the song. And like I said, everybody played the song well. I have no issue with anything that happened from a musicality standpoint, from a musicianship standpoint. Everybody sounded great across the board. I loved everything that was played across the board. I can't take that into account. As much as I would love to, I can't. Very slightly. And I'll tell you at the end. From a visual standpoint, this was boring as hell to watch. And what people fail to understand is the visual is just as important as the audio. I'm not saying the visual's more important. I'm saying the visual's just as important.
What do you mean?
You don't go and hear Dave Matthews playing at Staples Center. You don't go and hear King Diamond playing at the Wiltern. You don't go and hear Rammstein playing at the LA Sports Coliseum. You don't go hear bands playing at whatever favorite venue you have. You go to see them. You go to see Dave Matthews Band playing at this venue. You go to see Nightwish playing at this venue. You go to see Sabaton playing at this venue. You go to see Russ Freeman and the Rippingtons playing at this venue. You go to see the show. You don't go to hear the show. Right? Right.
You can't handle the truth.
So the visual is just as important. And unfortunately, the visual here was bad. It was really bad. Let's go down the list. Stage presence. I'm going to give it a check. Not the most impressive stage presence I've ever seen, but they did make their presence known and they did make their presence felt on stage. So I'll give them that, okay? Stage energy. I am going to give that a check thanks to two individuals on the stage. The sax player, when he was soloing, man, he was getting into it. He was getting the shoulders into it and everything, man. He was really getting into it. Would love to see him moving his feet around, especially considering the fact that he's playing with a wireless pack. He's got the wireless mic clipped onto the bell of his instrument. There's no reason he couldn't have moved up to the front of the stage. While he's soloing, he could have moved up to the front of the stage. There's movement and motion right there. I could have given it a big check for that, but we didn't get that. Luckily, he was moving his upper body. It's a shame his lower body wasn't moving along with it. But that's okay, because the bass player saved the day. I saw him picking his feet up and moving around a little bit. Not a lot. He stayed within, seriously, like a 3 foot by 3 foot box, but he was still picking up his feet and moving around within that 3 foot box. Okay, I will give them that check. It's not the strongest check in the world, but at least I can check it. Okay, so the bass player literally saved the day on that one. Stage interaction, no check there. And I do not understand, especially when you got musicians who are literally standing less than 2 feet apart from each other. In some cases, less than a foot apart from each other. Did you see how close together the trumpet player and the sax player were? There was literally that much space between them. And the bass player wasn't that far away from the trumpet player either. No interaction. They didn't even look at each other. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it. So many opportunities on both sides of the stage for stage interaction. Zero, zilch, nada. So they do not get the check for that. Crowd interaction. Nope. Zero, zilch, nada. And that's the big one for me. No crowd interaction, especially from the front man, who spent 3/4 of the song with his eyes closed. You fool! How are you gonna make a connection with the crowd? Listen, I understand. You have your hands busy. You're playing. I understand that. Trust me, I know. I understand that. Being a bassist myself, I get it. But you know what you can do? You can open your eyes and look at the people in the crowd, especially the people who are right in front of you. Wouldn't that be nice to establish a connection with your eyes, making eye contact with someone in the crowd, creating that connection, and possibly, quite possibly, having a positive impact on their lives. Maybe you'll have that moment that could possibly change their life forever. Yes, that is the power of live play. You can create these connections that people will remember forever, for the rest of their lives. And he chose to stand there, not move his feet worth a dang hardly, and with his eyes closed, sing the song for 3/4 of it.
You kidding me?
That just does not make sense to me one bit. So that's a big fat zero there. Showmanship. Again, bass player saves the day, sax player saves the day. I'll give him the check, but only because of those two. Production, I'll give it the check. Their light design was well done. Their lights matched up to what was happening in the song. So I'll give it that. I'll give them production, absolutely. But that's not a lot, guys. Production's a bonus point. I mean, seriously, production, unless you're a production-based band, which Dave Matthews Band is not, unless you're a production-based band, production's not gonna do a whole lot for you. So that's how I'm coming up with the score of 2.7. Visually, this was boring as hell to watch. This was not fun to watch at all. It was great to listen to, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the song. Like I said, I loved the song. And they did do a great job playing the song. But I can only account that for so much. You know, I did bump it up 0.2 because of that. I had it down at a 2.5. I bumped it up to a 2.7 because they did play the song really well. But that's all I can do, folks. That's all I can do. So yeah, a 2.7. That's honestly, for this live performance, based completely on the visuals, that's the best I can do. If I were to include the audio, if I've never heard the song before, like I said, this would be up in the high 7s, possibly low 8s, maybe. But so I dig the hell out of the song, but unfortunately, this is all about the visuals. And based completely on the visuals, gets a 2.7. That's where we're at, and that's where we're gonna stay. Hopefully, Dave Matthews fans heard everything I had to say, and they understand that it has nothing to do with the song. It's completely based on the visuals. And before I get the comments of, oh, what do you expect? You want it to be shot out of a cannon? No, I don't expect it to be shot out of a cannon. How about you open your eyes? How about you move your feet? How about you walk around the stage a little bit, look into the crowd, and look like you care? How about that? You know, that's all I look for. I don't look for acrobatics. I don't look for somersaults. I don't look for backflips. I don't look for people to be shot at cannons. I don't look for all of that stuff. I just look for the people on stage to put on a good show. That's all I look for on the visual standpoint. And honestly, didn't see it. I saw a bunch of people. They might as well have been sitting down and playing. That's what they might as well have been doing. So that's how we're getting the 2.7. So let's wrap this up in a big shiny bow before I upset any more Dave Matthews fans. We got 2.7, which is a really bad scale rating, 1 out of 5 stars, and a D letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.